All right. It says we are live. So again, I'm going to trust it like always and start talking to the camera. um, hello. How are we? Happy Sunday. Happy double digits of December. And I did manage to change my calendar cubes for the first time since the 4th. But yeah, so I managed to do that. Today I'm going to be focusing on, I think, working in 2024 Bujo and sort of penciling in things that I know I'm going to have to like do. And so I've gone ahead and I've penciled in the big letters that I will then eventually decide what color and how to decorate type thing. And then I've gone and I've made sticky notes for myself using the not so great sticky notes that I ordered from Temu the very first time. They're not like super sticky, but they'll do for just like sticking in a book for now. Because I know I'm gonna move through them relatively quickly. So I'm working on the year at a glance at the moment, but I've got things like the lunar dates that I want to put in. I've got reflection questions both for like tarot and for quarterly type thing. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like the then and now thing again. Because this is the first time I've done it this year. And no, here we go. So like I have the things that I was obsessed with beginning of the year. And then I guess at the end of this year, I will fill out the rest of it. So I'm not entirely sure because I haven't come back to it often. So I don't I'm not 100% sold on that. But I really did enjoy having both the visual aspect of things and written out the dates in which particular zodiac house they were, things like that. So I enjoyed having these two. So I'm going to definitely make sure I have that. My TBR shelves are getting moved to my reading journal, so there's no need for that. I'm also thinking I have a frequently searched titles that I go back to, and so I'm thinking about moving that to the reading journal as well. But I also have to decide these initial setup pages. Last year I had the theme of river, and I had specifically curated and collected washi tape that had sort of a mint to green to blue green color palette. And so I have all of those left over because I did not use them all up. And so last year's journal, which I eventually stickered, is this color. Next year is going to be like a navy blue. And then my reading journal is also sort of like a dark teal. So definitely a darker palette this year, which is fine. You go back and forth. But yeah, so I'm going to be probably penciling in and designing and erasing and measuring and all of that. I did make sure that I got my grid space ruler made up. So that was also something I did this morning. Because last year I had the flip out, and I really enjoyed having something that I could open and look at easily. But I did find that I couldn't. Whoops! I'm going to drop the thing. I did not when I closed it, or when I had things closed, I couldn't see all of my markings. And so I was like, well, that feels like a waste. And I never used the key. I really never used the key. I also didn't really use my master packing checklist because I didn't go very far this year. So, so those are things that I'm like, I don't really need those, I don't think. I may regret the master packing list, but if that's the case, then I can just always pull out this past year's journal and reference that. So yeah, but anyway, so that's where I'm at. I'm also considering reinforcing this with like clear packing tape so that it's a little thicker. It doesn't feel so flimsy. But yeah, so that's what we're doing today. Because I'm going to be working in 2024 Bujo to like pencil in and design things so that I can decorate later. Hopefully I can get my act together and like film the actual decoration part and then edit and post it. But anyway, that's future me problem. Today we're just tackling the penciling in. So what are you working on today? Are you reading, relaxing, writing, cleaning, wrapping presents, recuperating? What are you up to? BA is here. Hey, y'all. Hello. Welcome. What are you working on today? You are working on Christmas cards for your coworkers. Nice. Excellent. Excellent. Stacy is here. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Megan says, hello. I got the 9 of Pentacles and the Hermit reversed. Ooh, okay. So you're taking that to mean you should focus on collaborative projects. And wouldn't you know, I have a potential collab project with someone I met on Threads. So that is what you'll be doing today. Nice. Or rather, figuring out what you can offer to help both of our Substacks grow. Gotcha. Becca says, hello. Hello. Welcome. You're hopefully going to be working on your screenplay. Yesterday, I just couldn't motivate myself to write. Some days are like that. Y'all, some days are so very much like that. CB says, hello. I'm watching a MCU timeline video. Excellent. I will be working on typing the next part of Stark for President, which you were supposed to work on while you were out earlier, but it was pouring and you had nowhere to dry your jacket. Gotcha. Yeah, protect your manuscript first. Francis says, hello. Hello. Welcome. And Jen is here. Hello. Hello. How are you? Mark is here. Hi ho. Hello. Welcome. Coffee Crate Connect. Hello. Working on finally finishing your rough draft. You're so close now. Rainy days here. Perfect for the sad scene that you're working on. It has been the second rainy day in a row, and I feel like the winter season is finally here because Georgia, the winter is very gray and wet. And if it's not, you're going to have issues with drought later. So, how is everyone? I'm good. I am good. I am here. I am upright, which is good. Elvira is here. Hello, everyone. Hello. Oh no, Stacy. Oh no. Pooped your pants again. 3rd time this weekend. You're so over it. Oh no. Yeah, I can't. I don't have the experience with that, so I can't offer anything other than condolences. So Jen says, I am typing up my last project for class before going back to work in a couple of hours. Excellent. Got to get the stuff done. Yes. Today is job application and interview prep day. Nice. Yes. Good. CB says, I hate this time of year because it gets dark by 4 p.m. That is the one thing. Yeah. Mom Maggie says, I hope everyone is okay and safe from the wild weather. I hope you are okay because I know that Colorado definitely got a good bit of snow. My brother's family in Colorado sent us some pictures and lots of snow. Jen says, good luck to Elvira. I hate that kind of stuff with the job applications and interviews. Yes. Also, Jen says hi to Mama Maggie. Okay, so we need to do this. Let's decide, do we want a warm-up timer? Do we want I don't think we've done a short warm-up timer in a while, but y'all let me know. Are you, because like it's sunny and 72 here. Nice. Are y'all interested in a 15 or are you interested in a 25? Comment in the chat so that I don't have to set up a poll. But we've got penguins that are 15 or 25. We've got sweater weather timer that is also 25. So, okay. I'm seeing several 15s in a row. So we will start with the 15 penguin, and then we will go from there. Oh, I haven't pulled a card, have I? This is what happens when Jules has her brain on something else, which is the bullet journal. So today we have the seahorse. The watch and wait is the main message. Okay. So here is our lovely seahorse. I'm going to turn it around so that y'all can see it. There's the seahorse. See if it will. Yes. Okay. So watch and wait. Hovering gracefully, the seahorse observes with the perspective of one who is not engulfed by the drama, remaining at a distance from all the turbulence. The seahorse appears at this time to remind you of the need to be neutral and to gain perspective. Your message from the seahorse is not my circus, not my monkey. The spirit wants you to know that even if you are tempted to jump into the fray and try and fix things, the best way to serve yourself and others right now is to remain calm and simply watch and see. Another message here is that whatever your query, Whatever your query, the seahorse spirit asks you to step back from it, be willing to explore things from different angles rather than a single one, and just observe what is possible. From the perspective of the position of the neutral observer, you will discover a myriad of opportunities and a deeper understanding of what you seek and why, and then you will know beauty, truth, love, and wisdom. Okay, so Christmas time, holiday time, is often when people visit family. And with family sometimes comes drama. You know, we all have family members who are who should have been or were in drama classes as children, or just who live their life as if it is a dramatic simulation. You don't have to get caught up in it. You do not have to be involved. Just remember, for a lot of things, not your circus, not your monkey. So, you know. All right, let's see. Angela is here. Hello, welcome. Smooshing the like button. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Mom Maggie says, if I vanish, it's because we are having power outages this morning. Yeah, because y'all's weather has been very questionable. And my mouse is being uneven. Coffee Crate Connect says, hey, Jen, I am well, thank you. You've been working on creating a coaching program about body liberation and sensuality, so you've been busy. To sound busy. Jen says, I miss you, Maggie. I should message you sometime through Instagram and somewhere else. I miss so much here. Thank you. Jen says, I'm busy, but mostly in a good way. A lot less time writing here on streams, but it's healthier for me to go out of the house sometimes. It is a pretty card. I like the fan aspect of the seahorse fins. You were going to say it was about your comment earlier. However, that was definitely your monkey. True. It was your monkey. Yeah. It's so important to step away from writing and get out. Well done. Jen says, I need to break things up like that. I don't work nearly as much as I did before, so it's good. Yes. Yeah, that will, if you take breaks, it is less likely that you burn out. Lexi is here. Hello. Hello, hello. Your monkey's online name is Karma. Yes. The main character syndrome. Yes. Yeah, there is a lot of that in some. Um, I have family members that I think in another generation it would have been called like martyrdom or martyr syndrome type thing. But anyway, you got a cut in your hand. Oh no. You're heading off to listen to some music. Be back later to chat. All right. And we will also be back later to chat. But now we have our timer set up. So 1, save your document if you have already been working. If not, make sure that you go ahead and pull up whatever documents you think you might need. I will go ahead and pull up one of my documents, my drafts, just in case I feel like swapping tasks. But anyway, so 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 15 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was the first writing sprint. How'd we do? I finished penciling in, had to make some corrections to where the bottom 6 months were located on the page, shifted them down, got the numbers all corrected. And I've left a space for the week number because I find that I have had to reference that several times this year, and then had to like count again and again. So I have decided that I'm going to put in a week number in my year at a glance. And what I think I'm going to do is this past year I highlighted, where is it? This past year I highlighted just the months, and I like the way that looks, but I'm thinking I may make a sort of like a shadow box, so have the color come down the side of this as well, and have the week numbers in that vertical shadow, if that makes sense. That's what I'm thinking anyway. And I'm thinking instead of a word of the year, I'm going to calculate what the tarot card of the year is for me personally. That usually, like, it's supposed to start with your year, or I mean with your birthday, but mine is in the first quarter of the year, so I generally go ahead and focus on it leading up to that. But yeah, so did that. And I'm also putting in a period tracker, just sort of like one of those pixel calculator type things. I think I'm going to, I want to do some sort of like mileage / walker. I had one a long time ago that I enjoyed, and so I think I might see if I can dig that out and replicate that. But yeah, then I'll get into the lunar dates and my reflection questions and all that kind of stuff. So making progress. But yeah, that's what we're at. How'd you do? What'd you get done? Elizabeth is here. Hey, hello, welcome. Lexi got an amazing 952 words. That's fantastic. Especially for just a 15-minute sprint. That's amazing. Becca created and posted a TikTok. Yay! And actually wrote half a page. That's amazing. That's I would be sitting there editing and fiddling with the post for way too long. So that's amazing. 282 word abstract. Excellent. Still need to chop it down to about 250. Yes. Yep. 223 words for CB. Excellent. Stacy dictated 719 of a previously handwritten draft, and Karma actually chose to go to the potty this time. Nice. Lovely. Thank you. But yeah, we're working on it. We're getting it all sketched out and designed so that I can just go ahead and do the colorful stuff all at once, which will be nice. Stacy says, sorry, that was 791, not 719. Excellent. Even better. Even better. CB still has to finish chapter 1. Excellent. Megan brainstormed. Excellent. Hopefully we get some things percolating in there. Mark says, I got drink and snack ready. Excellent. Warmer clothes on and open the files to start work. That's it. Just got the setup done. And that is sometimes all that the warm-up sprint is for. Because sometimes there are definitely those days. For sure. So, alrighty. Do we want to... Let's just go ahead and do the sweater. Sweater? Nope. We need a 30-minute. Forget. Let's do the purple teapot for our next. So it's going to be doubling the amount of time that we have. And also don't forget the second sprint is the self-promo sprint, which means that if you have something that you want to promote, that is writing adjacent, now is your chance to do so. Excuse me. So, if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, especially, your own website, your own blog, social media handles, etc., let us know where we can find you and your work. Also, remember, please, please, please make sure that you do self-promo if you have a book out recently, a book coming out soon, a book on pre-order, a book on sale, etc. Any of that stuff, please remember to do your self-promo. Also, remember that if you do not have a blue wrench of power, you will not be able to post direct links. You just have to tell us where to find you. That being said, here are your regular reminders. 1, save your document. 2, take a sip of whatever it is that we're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that was the second sprint. How we doing? How are we doing? I finished penciling in the pixel in a year for one of my trackers, and then I went ahead and I looked up the lunar dates um, and used my circle template to pencil in the different phases. So last year, again, this was what mine looked like. I don't know that I'll do the black border around it this year. I think I'll probably use some of the new Lunar Mysteries washi tape, which I think I swatched it on screen, but it's like some of these situations. So instead of at the bottom, I might do these stickers rather than the little key that I've penciled in. But other than that, I think I will be probably using a good bit of these. Trying to think. I could also use that, but I think I'm more likely to go with the newer swatching, the newer washi. But yeah, so trying to figure out, I don't have a whole lot of like navy dark stuff to match the cover, but that's okay. We don't have to match the cover. Last year I tried to very hard, and I like had gathered stuff over months. But yeah, so anyway, we're making progress. That this is a rather tedious spread because I have to look up the dates, and then I have to use the circle template and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's just how it is, though. So, but once I pencil in the dates for the first and third quarters, then I can erase like one of these columns because I don't care for that as much on there. I like knowing about the full and the new, not so much about the quarter moons. But anyway, that's what we're doing. Don't forget to do your self promo. My promo is, if you are not subscribed and you would like to be, consider it. Let's see. Stacy was excited to see the purple teapot timer. Megan says, check out this week's post about my review of the year. And here is Megan's reflecting on 2023 post. Mama Maggie says, Dust Shadow Insurgents, Relic of the Time Wars 6 launched today. And here's the link for that. Yay! Congrats, Mama Maggie. Megan says, or check out all of the things that I do on the web. Here's the link tree for Megan. CB says, I posted the prologue to my Archive of Our Own, fanfiction.net, and Wattpad pages. I'll be posting chapter 1 tonight. And is this under the Pepperoni Fan 1982? Is that the correct username? Mom Maggie says there are 5 days left to apply for the AuthorTube Writing Conference, and here is the website for it. Becca says, is this for the March dates? I'm trying to remember. We'll have to go look to see. Becca wrote a couple of pages, and you're in the middle of a sweet romantic scene. Yay! Stacy says 1,142 dictated out of that old draft. You still have about 10 pages to read aloud. But I'm sure the dictation is going much faster than you trying to type out the 10 pages. Because, yes. CB says, I got a lot of work done, but now I'm fighting the spelling checker. Gotcha. Lexi got an amazing 1,958 words. Always impressive, Lexi. CB says, all of my links are on my YouTube basic info page. I can't remember what the usernames are for AO3 and but it's the Stark for President. Or which title is this one that we should look it up? Sorry. I may have to go make myself a cup of tea during this third sprint. Mom Maggie says, here's the video for the book launch and a reading of chapter 14, When the Dark Prince is Resurrected. Ooh. Dictation would go faster if karma would not keep walking in on me. Oh, no. Well, yeah, they do that, don't they? Alrighty. Let's get another. Ooh, Ellie finished and submitted the abstract. Yay! That's exciting. Okay, so it is Stark for President on all 3 of the sites. Yes, okay, fantastic. So we can find it that way. Alrighty. Let's do another sprint. And I think another 30-minute is appropriate. So let's do the 30-minute winter morning, sunrise over the lakes and rivers and whatever else. All right, here we go. Nope, I need to change the banner. Okay, there we go. 1, save your document and all of the wonderful things that you are progressing on. 2, make sure that you take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How'd we do? I have caused chaos on my desk, but I wrote the dates for the first and third quarter moons. I went back in and I penciled in, I'm going to do a 500-mile tracker. So, because that's the one I had done before that I enjoyed. So the song "I Would Walk 500 Miles," of course, would go to that particular page. But just done 5 sections of 100 boxes, and just sort of sketched out so that I know what the layout looks like. Doesn't have a whole lot of extra space on there, but it's got some space. So did the mileage tracker, divided up the page for the full moon and new moon tarot questions, but also instead of doing a full double page like I did this last time, I'm gonna have both of these on one page, and then I'm gonna have some weekly, monthly, and quarterly reset questions, kind of like Joshi Corinne does, because I've really kind of enjoyed watching her process for those resets. So I've got that. I pulled out these stencils because I thought maybe I would use them, and then I haven't really. I've set up the page for the then and now. I've set up a sketchy little wreath for awesome Dawdling Writer things. Yeah, that's where we are. Next, we're going to I'm not real sure about this. I had kind of penciled in word of the year, but I haven't really focused on a word. But I'm thinking card of the year, tarot card of the year. And then I heard recently, like, somebody say that they had like a personal type of manifestation. I was like, is that a thing? Should I look into that? So I've got it sticky noted for now, but I don't know if I'm going to go with it. I do have a double page spread for recommendations. And then I think, is that, oh, I have like the black pen test and like page swatches and stuff in the back. But I think that's all I had sort of like earmarked to pencil out today in terms of like this particular journal. Then I'll probably swap over to the reading journal if I have time, and start setting up a couple of those, because this is an A5. This is from the same company as the one that I use for this year. So like there's not a whole lot of sizing difference there. I have not used the Archer and Olive. Is this Archer and Olive? Yes. Yeah. And I can tell that it's going to attract dust. It's like a linen cover. And I'm going to be constantly like cleaning it. So anyway, so this is the Archer and Olive. And I had penciled in a couple of things, but I haven't like just essentially like done my sticky notes. But I've not really decided on where things are. And I do have to make, just in cases, I do have to make a grid spacing guide for this particular notebook because I have not used an Archer and Olive of this size. So I don't know if the grid spacing is exactly the same. Oh wait, I already did. I had already penciled in, but it's in the back. So I don't know if I like that. But anyway, it does at least give me a visual of, but since it's got the same, it's got the same spacing. So I could just use an offshoot of, and I think I will, I think I'll just make another one of these to tuck in the front of this one, or tuck in the back of this one. Either way. So that solves things. Okay, great. Fantastic. So I don't have to do as much work with that as I thought I would. Great. Okay, anyway, let me stop rambling and see how you did. Had lunch, you're now back to writing. You're loving the progress that you're making today. Yay, I'm so glad. Stacy says, I am getting no work done. Karma is bugging me and the hubby is now called. Oh no. Louise got your groceries, ran some other errands, and you're back to edit another chapter. Excellent. Good. Stacy says, well, at least I got dinner pulled out and some clothes folded and one loaded in the washer. I might not be able to work on what I wanted to, but I am getting something done. Always a good way to look at it. Brian. That was what Stacy said. This is what Lexi says. Lexi got 1,849 words. Excellent. Louise also said hey to everybody. CB got 38 additional words. Couldn't stop thinking about running for president yourself or like what you would do. Pepper went to a meeting at Stark Industries and you thought about your own manifesto. Becca did not write as much. Snake is having side effects from the antibiotic shot they gave him Tuesday. Oh no. So cleaning him up and giving him snuggles. No. Poor Snake. Indeed. Yours is aligned authenticity. Oh, I like that phrase. Nice. You've got to run though. Oh no. Could I cover it with clear plastic? Well, I've got clear packing tape, which is what I figured I would do. You had purple plastic stuff for your history notebook when you were a kid. Yeah. I figure, oh, you mean the outside of the book? Possibly. I could also make a cloth cover for it. I've got some fun cloth that I haven't used up yet. The same thing I did for my dresser top runner. But yeah, I don't know. I'm also still sort of like, I've looked for kind of like the covers, shells that like Sarah Cannon from Heart Breathings has. But she continually uses ones that she got from like Kiki K, who's no longer doing those. And like the only other thing that I could find that's like approximately kind of like what she has in terms of like being able to like slip things into the side, and having room for like an expanded spine and all that kind of stuff. The only thing that I could find was really like an Erin Condren type thing. And then it gets expensive. And I was kind of hoping to try one out that's not as expensive to see if I even like having a cover on it. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, at least you got something done. Yes, that is the thing. For Sunday evening, I'll accept that as being okay, right? Yes. Okay, so here's the question. Do you want a full 45-minute snowfall timer, or do you want it to be a 30-minute? So either way, it's going to be the silent snowfall timer, the winter snow timer. But do you want a 45 or do you want a 30? And I know there's only a couple of us here at this point, but which would you prefer? CB votes for 45. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do this then. Remember that since this is a longer, sorry, y'all. Since this is a longer sprint, make sure that if you need a break, take one. But here we go. Save your document. That's number one. Number two, make sure that you Take a sip of whatever it is that you've been hydrating with. So, cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 45 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how did we do? Um, I think I did okay. Um, yeah, I think I did okay. I still haven't done those reflection questions, so I need to go back and do those. Um, I am in the process of making my second grid spacing ruler. I did go and I decided to go with the tarot cards of the year for instead of word of the year. And so the general like card of the year is going to be strength for 2024. And then I had to calculate for my own. And I have to double check with my friend who's a little bit more knowledgeable because I'm not sure. I got 11, which is justice for my own personal card. But what I don't know is if I have to reduce it further because it's already one of the major arcana numbers. So if I do, then that also gives me the high priestess um, for the year. And I might just go with all three of them. And so I pulled out the two decks that I really don't use all that often. I had purchased the like runic tarot. And then I also had purchased this Lune de that one, however you pronounce that. And it's like brighter watercolor esque, but it's very much AI. I think. I think all of the art is AI. And so like the strength card is really ugly, and it doesn't have any of the traditional like things associated with it. And I really like. I don't want to put it in my journal. Whereas these I might save for a different project. So instead, what I did was I went to my packets of stickers that I got, and some of them are very tarot-esque. And so I am choosing this one that is very much like Alphonse Mucha inspired for High Priestess, in case I need it. And then there's also, I like this image for the Justice. And then they didn't have a lion, but they had a wolf for strength. They didn't have any cards other than like one that was clearly the lover's card for that had two figures on them. So I'm gonna go with this and see how we do. I haven't stuck it to my laptop yet, but this is the card that I chose for the magician. But the magician just kind of lives near me because that's like one of my main cards. But anyway, so I'm doing all kinds of chaotic things, but I at least have tucked away a couple things. I tucked away the extra tabs that I made for this year that didn't end up getting used because I figure I can use those for this year as well. Although they are the mint and sky blue colored from last year, that's okay. It'll be fine. And then I will have to choose how I'm going to decorate, which will probably be with stickers on the outside of this, if I'm being honest. So yeah, so I have two grid space rulers that I will tuck away with the two journals, and I think I'm doing good in terms of like prepping. I mean, it takes me far longer than I like to make these things, but I feel like I'm doing okay in terms of like I still have a couple weeks to get this done. I still have a couple weeks. But yeah, in the meantime, I've at least started thinking about it. I've at least started doing something about it. So there we go. Hooray. But in case you are a fan of ceramic mugs, let's see. Here we go. In case you are a fan of ceramics, there is a person that I ran across, an account that I ran across on Instagram. It's called Mad Ceramics. And they have the most beautiful lunar moth, like mugs, honeypots, all kinds of things. And so they have a drop that is going to happen. So these are all the items in the drop. And it's 5 p.m. Pacific time. So 8 p.m. Eastern. But so they have a whole bunch of other things. So they have butterflies and poppies and hummingbirds, and they have oil bottles in case you want to have super pretty those. They have butter domes. They also have Stein mugs, which is like kind of, because I have ginormous coffee mugs is my preference. And so they have a couple hummingbirds that are really cool, but they also have a Luna moth. So they have like dragonfly steins as well. But they have Luna moth steins somewhere in here. And I was like, that would be kind of fun to have one. That here we go. So like, he's so pretty. I want it. But anyway, so I don't know. I don't think they can go in the microwave because they do have gold on them. But I'm not entirely sure about that. But I don't know that I would want to risk it in the microwave. But they have Luna and Poppy. Got a little poppy flower on there. So I just like, they're so pretty. And I'm probably increasing my competition by letting y'all know about it. But that is 8 p.m. tonight Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time, in case you are still awake and have disposable money. But there you go. So that is that. There we go. So I didn't get any writing done today, but I did get some designing done. I got some spacing figured out, narrowed down, and eliminated some of the stuff that I decided to take out of the Bujo for next year. So yeah. Ooh, Lexi got 2,731 that time. Nice. CB got 106 words and a couple new videos posted of your Thanos impression. Fun. Mark got your work tracking / summary for this week done and planned your workload for next week. Amazing. Love to be prepped beforehand. You started watching Home Alone and then promptly stole one of Buzz's insults. It's about 2 a.m. your time. Yeah. Well, you can find them. So they have their own website outside of Instagram. So, but yeah, that's late for you for sure. Alrighty, y'all. It is slightly early, but I think I will go ahead and end it here, and have a little bit of time to kind of clean up my desk now that I have made a mess. But yeah, so I will be back again Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. So 1 to 3-ish, 1 to 4-ish, depending on how late our sprints run. But yeah, so I'll be back and hopefully I will see y'all soon. Don't forget to save. Bye.